Yeah, last time we started with World 11, which, yeah, in fact does have complex numbers in it, which is actually insane. By the way, is this any different? Beautiful tree, Okay, I think it's still the same as always. Oh, you have something to say. Imaginary? Imaginary keys? I don't know why I'm saying this like it's some freaking anime. The real keys were the friends we made along the way. Bro, this is actually just anime stuff now. Wow. But what does that make the imaginary keys? The enemies. The friends we may or may not have made along the way. If you say so. You know, I knew what imaginary numbers were before. It doesn't make any less wild that they're actually a thing here. They are neat. Maybe, although I feel like I'm about to get thrusted into one of those aforementioned serious math problems. You'll be fine. I hope so. And I'm not even at the end yet. That is a good observation. Okay. World 12 is gonna be so weird, man. Actually, Okay, I was looking through, like, the game, like, and some comments under the game, and I actually saw what the name of World 12 was. But that's it. Like, that's all I know. Is the name of World 12, and I'm not gonna tell you. Because it will kind of spoil what it is, but I know what it is, but I don't really know what it is, you know? But you'll see when we actually get there. Anyway. Yay, complex numbers. So, quick recap. Kina being sideways is genius. I hadn't even thought about that, because yeah, multiplying by I is rotating by 90 degrees. Damn. So yeah, basically, imaginary keys, they're not real keys. They're a different type of number. Or like, not really a different type of number, they're just... How do you say it? They don't mesh with the real numbers at all. And then we had this, where we needed to use some logic to figure things out. We also have this, which multiplies by negative I, so that becomes negative 1i. And then yeah, we did that level. I think after that I did this one. This one wasn't all too special, was just with glitch keys. And then this one was a bit weird, so I might quickly redo this one just to showcase. So like, what we did here was if you multiply by, yeah, I there, then if you do this, then you do that, then you get... So basically, it multiplies it by I. So then you get... Because I times I is negative 1, you actually just get 10 plus 10i. Which, I said last time that it was the complex conjugate. That's only because it just happens to be two of the same number. Normally it would swap the numbers as well, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's basically like, because if you have two of the same number, it's like a 45-degree rotation. So if you have two, then you rotate. Multiplying by I is always rotating by 90 degrees. Like, if you've done some maths or physics, you'll know what I'm thinking of. Or like, you'll know what I'm talking about. But like, basically 10 minus 10i is like, this is the origin, and it goes like this. Although maybe it's gonna be flipped. The camera might be flipped, actually. And then 10 plus 10i is like this. So you rotate by 90 degrees. And then you get 10 plus 10i. What are we thinking of imaginary keys? Absolutely insane mechanic. I love it. Anyway, so those were the levels we did last time. Complex. Not complex, complex. Anyway, hi Spencer. Yeah, I hope you're doing alright. As a brief aside, when you have both real and imaginary keys, it's referred to as a complex number. Yep. There are some combo doors, which can spend complex numbers of keys. Yeah, here's a simple puzzle where you can get used to juggling these key counts. Should be fine. So if you multiply by negative I here, that's going to be negative I times negative I, which is negative I squared, which is plus 1. No, wait, it's negative 1. I got confused. It's negative 1. Yeah, it's negative 1. So it's still minus 17. Alright, so... How far are you in Silksong? I am still... I don't know when the last time was that I mentioned this, but I am currently in like Act 2. I haven't done the boss, the bosses, you'll know what I mean. I haven't done that yet, but like I've completed mostly everything up to then. There's like I'm more of a guy who like does a bit of progress, then I go back to earlier areas and complete them, and then I just go on further and then just kind of backtrack a lot. I haven't played Silksong at all this week though. I haven't had time because of university. So that's fun. I might play it this evening after this stream. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this just takes -4 off. So we get -9. Now the thing is, I probably want to go over here and get this, because this is like a huge number of these keys. Now what is also the case is that I have this here, which if I have -9, it gives me 9 of that, which I probably want to use twice actually. So I want to get 9 of that. Then I'm gonna... okay, I see the issue. But I think we can still fix it by doing this. Then we use this. No, we don't. I just use this. Okay, then we have 9 plus 9i, which means we can open this. Cool. Now I need 9 plus 9i of this, which means I need 9i, which I don't have. So I'm gonna have to... Oh, I'm gonna... Yeah, okay, I see. So I'm gonna have to use this another time. Then go like that. Now I get this. Then I have 18i, which should be good, because then we have... Oh no, wait, you don't actually spend 9i by doing that. You do that too? Okay, nice. Then I'm not the only one who does that. Because like Archer, like he went through Silksong, like they also had more time, but like he went through it like pretty fast, the main game, but then he had to go back for a lot of stuff later. So like, he has a fundamentally different playstyle than me, I feel. Which is also fine. I mean, it's just personal preference, you know? Anyway, so... we want to use this on here, but this doesn't actually subtract 9i, which was the part I got confused about. It subtracts 9i from this, not from this. So, yeah, then we can open this, and we should be good on that front. So yeah, that just means I need to open this now, and then do that. Yeah. No, wait, don't do that. Right? Because now I have 9 plus 9i. So I can open this. I don't know how I'm gonna open this. I should have thought about that, you know? Anyway, if I could open this, then we would be good. But I can't. Negative 17i times... I mean, yeah, that doesn't really change any things. Oh, I guess, yeah. You could do this one twice. And then bam. 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 Now we have -1. Which is still not good enough. Wait. Maybe I don't do that one. Maybe I do this one instead. 12, 7, no. Because I need to get to 4. Right? So like, yeah, the only way I'm going to be able to do that is with this. If I have -4. So I need to have -4 when I use this. Okay. Have -4 keys when you use this. Possibly ×2 or something. I don't know. So yeah, how to get to -4? I need to subtract 13. 8, 13. Oh, okay. That wasn't too hard, actually. You just do this. Then you do this. You don't get that, but instead you get this. And in the meantime, I also forgot I need to do this. And I need to double that. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. No, I messed up again. Sorry, I'm such a fraud. There we go. Then I have -4. I open up this. I make this 9i. Now we have the 4 keys, so we can open this. Yeah, sure. Doesn't actually affect anything. Then I get the 9 + 9i. Bada bing, bada boom. We still have -90. And we win. GG. Okay, I'm just checking that the stream is still working. Separation. I thought it was segregation for a second. I was like, bro, are they segregating the keys now? Did you know that these blast doors have been keeping a secret from you? The truth is, they don't actually spend all your keys. They only spend either your real keys or your imaginary keys. Here you can see the imaginary variants, which have a plus instead of an X. Have fun. And you know, it's again funny because it's a 45-degree rotation of the X. It's not 90 degrees, but you know, 90 would have been the same again. So yeah, no. I like the iconography. You know what I mean. The icons. So yeah, this takes away -8i, so we only have 12 left after this. Yep. And then here, we only have 99i left. And then here, it's gonna take away everything. Okay, and now what do we have? So we need 16 plus 16i. And that's minimum, but it's probably gonna be like, you know. It can get even more confusing. It's gonna be like blast doors that take away all of every type of key. And then it's gonna be like a minus sign. Or like a division sign. No. I mean, the X and the plus don't actually mean anything, so... It's not like they actually refer to multiplication and summation, like, no. And with summation, of course, I meant addition, not summation. Same stuff, really. Anyway, so if I do this, it's not gonna work. Wait, which one of these actually works? Oh yeah, the top two work. All the other ones have negative stuff, so I can't use those. So this one, let's just try to predict what happens here. So it's gonna give me -1, and it's gonna give me... It's gonna give me -1i. Yeah, so it basically just flips the sign of the number. Amazing. And we also have this... Oh god. That makes it even more complicated, because now I could double up that door if I need to. Okay, this gives me -1 plus 2i, which... I don't know if I want that. Maybe I do, actually. Because then... No, wait, that doesn't work, because I have -1. 2 plus 2i. -4i. Wait, why is that -4i? Oh yeah, because it takes away all of my... Oh, it takes away all of those. Wait a sec. Maybe that's not a good thing, actually. Also, how am I supposed to open this one? It takes away all of my positive and my negative. But you can't have positive and negative at the same time. Same with this. So, like, this door is literally unopenable. Bro, why is this here? Is this just for aesthetic reasons? Like, they needed to put a wall, but they didn't want to put a wall? I don't know, man. Anyway, 2 plus 2i, what can I do with that? I can get -4 plus 2i. Which is exactly the opposite of what I need for here, but it's perfect for this. Right? Yeah. Okay, -8. I'm just doing random stuff, by the way. If you haven't already noticed. Because yeah, I'm stuck now. The Silk Song video. You do realize I'm not recording that, right? Like, I'm not making a video about Silk Song. Like... Did I ever say I was gonna make a video about Silk Song? Like, I'm not... Maybe I did jokingly. Like, I have a joke idea for a video about Silk Song. But that's like April Fool's type stuff. So, yeah. No, like, I don't have a legit video idea about Silk Song. And I'm also probably not gonna review the game. Maybe I'll do like a short review of it, I don't know. But I have too many other video ideas at the moment. Like, I have a video about Windswept, I have a video about Fez, and Celeste Grabless Part 3. And I haven't had time to work on any of those, again, because university. So, yeah. Great. Anyway, so what do these actually do? So this just flips the sign completely. So, maybe that's good to know. So, complete sign flip. This multiplies the imaginary part by 2, and it flips the sign. So, imaginary part times -2. And I might make that a different color. I'll make complete sign flip red. And then, yeah. This is imaginary part is gonna be... Oh wait, sorry, this is a real part times 2. I'm getting confused. Real part times -2. I'm just gonna keep the same color because I can. Is Hades 2... I'm not really... I never played the first Hades, and I'm not really, like, so much of a fan of roguelikes. I don't know, I'd have to get into it. So, yeah. Archer is playing that a lot, though. So, if anyone can convince me to play that game, it's gonna be him. Anyway, plus, plus, plus. So yeah, that is... Wait, so that takes away... Yeah, so real part becomes 0. Real part equals 0. And then the imaginary part is times -2. Oh, it's the perfect genre introduction? Okay. Yeah. I also don't want to spend too much money on games now because I've already spent a lot of money on uni-related stuff. Like, I bought some decorations for my dorm. They haven't arrived yet, but like... I did not need to do that, but I did. Speaking of, by the way, when is that arriving? Wasn't it like in 3 to 5 business days? Shouldn't that have already arrived yesterday? Sorry, I'm just gonna check something. Estimated delivery time yesterday. You know, I'm gonna have to check that after the stream. Okay. You do recommend it, but seeing that you already other game... Yeah, I just don't have time. That's the real problem. And I really want to just finish Silksong. And videos. And I need to compose and, you know, lots of stuff. Okay, so this is imaginary part times -2. So this is like similar to the other one. Actually, I'm gonna make this color. And here we have real part times -2 again. This one's impossible to open, I think. Then we have real part times -2 and imaginary part 0. So that is this color, I guess. Yeah. So real part times -2, imaginary part equals 0. I'm gonna put that over there. Then we have imaginary part times -2 again. And then this one is a complete sign flip once again. So that could also be useful. Alright, so the thing is, the ones that are like, hey, this is 0 now, I don't think those are going to be useful in any way. Because like, if I get to 0 of some amount of key, then I'm just screwed, right? Because I need both 16 and 16i. So that means I don't want to open any of those. Except at this... No, actually just not at all. Okay, yeah, that's good to know. So yeah, I can do this. So I guess... Okay, I'm gonna put the text for these ones a bit further. I'm just gonna put a giant X over them. I'm pretty sure these are not important. I mean, is there any way to get back from 0? No. No, there isn't, so... Yeah, and this one isn't possible to open, so yeah. Okay, that reduces options. So, then we have real part times -2, real part times -2. We need to get to 16. So that is... 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, so we need 2 here, 2 here, okay. Now we're cooking at least. So, bam, bam. This doesn't work quite yet. I can do this. I can do this. And actually, yeah, wait, now I can sign flip this. Okay. Yep, 1 plus 4i, let's go. No, that's the wrong one. Okay, -2 plus. Yeah. I think I messed up already. Yeah, I totally messed up. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, this is 16, but I need to sign flip one of these two and it's not gonna work out. Okay. But yeah, the ones that I need to double are just the ones that double the real or imaginary part, because otherwise it doesn't work. Like, I can't double any of the sign flips. And the only one I can open at the start is... yeah, is this sign flip one. The other ones just don't work. And then yeah, the options I have after that are... I guess I could also triple one of them and not double another one. That could also work. Like, I could just do this, but we'll see. Maybe I just do this. And we have +2. Okay. Oh, that's -16. Oh wait, but it's fine because sign flip. Yeah, that does not work. Okay. So no, it actually has to be this one. That's doubled. Okay. How's uni? It's going alright. It's much more chill than last year, but it's still just a lot of work. Also just, you know, because it's the first week, like, a lot of admin work, printing stuff, and, I don't know, emails and schedules and whatnot, just getting used to that. But yeah. Also, there's one subject that I'm doing, metaphysics, which does not have much to do with physics, actually. It's a subject that, like, I chose to do. Like, you can choose one subject and you're... It's complicated, but basically you can choose one subject to do in, like, your second bachelor first semester. So I just did metaphysics, which is, like, basically just a philosophy subject. And it's about... how do you say it? Like, how people have perceived the relation between humans and the world, our place in the world, but also how we, you know, how we look at each other and how we look at reality, because those are all intertwined, and it's really interesting. Like, I like philosophy, but like sometimes I can think it's a bit yappy, but like the professor that's teaching is like super clear. He explains basically everything. Like to a really good level of detail, and he's very, you know, he's very intentional about his word usage, and it's just really nice to listen to as well. He has a nice deep voice. So yeah. Anyway. I already doubled this one, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm doing this in the wrong order. Because it's not working out. So, yeah, first option is just, like, the only option is to do this. So yeah, like I can already do this if I want to. Okay, yeah, but no, that's not gonna work. I mean, it's gonna have to be this, and I get 1 minus 2i. And then, yeah. No, it just doesn't work out then. Or I guess, yeah, no, wait, if I, make this one double, then, yeah, no, it does work. I was just being an idiot. You have to triple this one and not do anything with the other one. Okay, and then this one is just normal. You just, go back and forth. There we go, okay. But yeah, the other subjects, the actual physics subjects are also interesting. So yeah, we've got quantum mechanics, which like the professor is absolutely addicted to coffee. Like his hands are doing this during lessons. He's also looking intently at at one specific student actually. It's, you know, it's like if you look into his eyes for like 2 seconds, he just looks at you for the next 5 minutes. And then, yeah, but he's a really funny guy, so I don't mind. And if he does look into my eyes, I also have the amazing skill of not having eye contact. So I just look at the presentation instead of at his eyes. Yeah. So, alright. Equalization. Then yeah, we have vector and function spaces, which is the exact opposite. That guy just does not look at the students at all. He looks up, he looks down. Yeah. I've only had 1 lesson from him, mostly because it overlaps with metaphysics. So I've decided to follow metaphysics physically instead, and then I'm gonna, for vector and function spaces, I'm just gonna do it at home. Like I'm just gonna study the syllabus. That seems to be working pretty well so far, honestly. Like, I've already gotten to it, like, further than they've probably gotten to in lessons, so, yeah. Anyway, give a warm welcome to the final door type. This is the all door. Oh, yeah. I said it was gonna be a minus sign, but it's an equal sign, apparently. Great. It's similar to the blast door, however, it spans all keys, even ignoring the sign. You know what? I'm actually fine with that because I hated the fact that it was sign dependent. You simply need some keys to open it. If you ever happen to see a negative all door, know that it does the same thing. Alright, so that's just to troll us, I guess. So yeah, this just deletes everything from the universe. I mean, from our hands. Now we have this. Alright, so now it's not even about complex numbers anymore. Now it's just, how do we use this? Also, why is this here? This is just a little hole that they made that you can go into. Anyway, I guess I just... Do I want to go in increasing or decreasing? 1, 2, 6, 30, 210. Alright, we're building things up. Uh-huh. That is a lot of keys, man. That's kind of too many. Like, I need exactly this amount. So, yeah, no. Okay, but at least we're not dealing with complex numbers. So, what do these actually do? So, this takes the number of keys that we have. So also, yeah, it's gonna sign flip each time we do this. So like -2 plus 6. But as long as we do it an even number of times, then we don't have to worry about that. And it's always gonna be plus. So, and there are an odd number of doors. So open an even number of doors, sign flips. There are 7 doors. So yeah, you can already see that we're not going to be opening all of these. Then, there we go. Then step 2 is going to be, yeah, what do these actually do in terms of the number, the magnitude of the number? So this is going to be -2. So it takes away 1, takes away 1 again, and it takes away 1 again. So it's going to be times -2. So yeah, so this is going to be times -2. And actually, I'm just gonna write down ×2 because I think it's more logical that way. Because yeah, the sign flips are already taken care of. Then yeah, this is ×3. This is ×5. So it's basically just 1 less than whatever the amount of equal signs is. So this is ×7. Wait, are these all prime numbers? Huh. ×11. Yeah, these are just literally prime numbers. Then this is 12, 13, 14. So yeah, it's gonna be 13. Alright. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And then we have that is 18, so it's going to be 17, which is in fact the next prime number. So yeah, this is just all of the prime numbers up to 17. We're not counting 1, that's not a prime number. I mean, it depends on context. It's like historical as well, but it's often not considered. It's considered not composite and not prime, usually. And composite just means you can make it out of multiple primes, so like 6 is not prime because it's 2 times 3. So it's composite. Anyway, so we want to make 2,618. Now, fun fact about every single number is that you can uniquely decompose it as a product of primes. So yeah, we're just gonna do that now. You know, as a fun side challenge, I'm not gonna look it up. I was gonna say I'm gonna do it by hand, but then you can't even see what I'm doing, so I'm actually just gonna open the calculator app, and then you can follow along. But I could do it by hand. You know, that's what matters. So 2,618 divided by 2. Okay, that's a whole number, so it's divisible by 2. Is it divisible by 3? No, because actually you can just take the sum of the digits, and if that's divisible by 3, it's divisible. But here it's one more than a multiple of 3, so yeah. So it's not going to be, yeah, it's one more than a multiple of 3, which you can see because it's all 3s here. So yeah, we're not doing that one. Then, is it divisible by 5? No. When did I even try that? Bro, I accidentally divided by 0, let's go. Is it divisible by 7? I don't think there's a neat trick for this one. Yeah, okay, so you just have to know that. 187. Let's see if that's divisible by 11. I think it is. Because if the sum of these two is the middle one, yeah, then it works. And then that's 17, which is a prime, so that works. And that should work normally. So we have 2. We have not 5, 7. The 7, 11. And 17. And that's it. Bam. That was a nice little stage. I liked that. That was very fun. I'm not being sarcastic, by the way. New perspective. We already gained a new perspective earlier. You know, with the fact that these exist, these complex keys, but whatever. Remember that item you picked up earlier? Oh. Yeah, I was wondering about that, actually. So at the start of the world, so last time, we picked up an item called the Lens of Truth, and I was wondering, like, what do I do with this? Press S to see imaginary copies of doors. Really now? Okay. So, while you're in eye view mode, imaginary view, you can also press X to spend eye master keys. Oh my god. There's also a fun property of these eye copies of doors, but I'll leave that to you to figure out. You know what? I just want to check something. Alright, let's just go to like a random level. Let me actually just go to like here. Just here. Okay. There's nothing special here. Maybe there's like one place in the game just randomly where they put an imaginary door and you just have to figure that out afterward. And it's like, hey, it's here. I don't think you can do anything useful with it because imaginary keys weren't a thing in any of the other worlds, but maybe you can. I don't know. Anyway, let's go back to this one. New perspective. Yep. Okay, so we get 6 plus 4i. I can spend that. And now, that door does not actually exist right now. Because you can see it's plus 1i, so I have to press S to be able to see the door from the imaginary viewpoint. So I'm basically rotating myself by 90 degrees in the complex plane. So true, man. So actually I have to look at it like this now. No, I'm not doing that. Would be, you know what? Just for the bit, I'm doing it. So yeah, that's 4i. So now we do that. And now we go back to the normal view. Okay. Then this is -4. Oh, but this is a... Okay, yeah, that's a problem. This is, yeah. Okay. So actually we wanna go to the imaginary view and open this one. So that's us. And then we open that. And then, oops, I forgot to, oops. Yeah. Yeah, sure, let's get that. That's not what that is. Yeah. Okay, so we want to have a real number of red keys. So we want to take away all of them. Now we have -6i. Then we want to sign flip it, which is that. Then we want to use that here, which gives us 0, which is not what I wanted. I guess we can do it twice. Oh, now I need -6 keys. Huh? Okay, sure. Whatever. Oh, yeah, that works. Yeah, no, wait. Yeah. I totally knew what I was doing there. Now I somehow need to... Wait, but how do I do this now? Because this is I now. Wait, I need to sign flip my cyan. What? Okay, wait, what? So, yeah. So this needs -6 to open. So yeah, this just happens to work out because I have 6 eyes, and then bam. But then, what do I do then? Oh, I can, wait, I can double this one. Right? Yeah. Okay. Then, bam. No, wait. Oh yeah, I need to use it first. Then we do this. No, wait. Yeah. And then we use it. Then I say, nope, actually, I want -6. Bam. Open that. Then I'm like, yeah, I actually want to go to the imaginary view, get +6 from there, go back, and then win. Bro, that's so confusing. Holy sh... 8. What the hell? Break the monotony. Bro, I am not... This is not monotonous in the slightest, man. What are you talking about? That was insane. What that was. That was literally looking into the third dimension. While this is a 2D game. Like, what? Here's a brown key puzzle for old time's sake. I really did not need that. You already know shenanigans are about to ensue, but hey, what's a good puzzle to add some good fast-and shenanigans? I guess a good one, if you really think about it. What? What's a good puzzle without some good old-fashioned shenanigans? I guess a good one. I don't get the joke. It's probably supposed to be a joke, but... it sort of depends on context, though. Boy, whatever I was gonna say ended up going nowhere fast. Yeah, you're right. I have no idea what you were trying to say. Anyway. Yeah, no. So. This is... 1 minus 2i master keys. Bro. Get a job. What is this, man? Oh, it's minus 2i as well, so it's only gonna double them. 55 plus 28i. Yeah, I haven't even mentioned that. Watch this game of Quaternions next. You know, the funny thing is I actually learned about that like this week. Like I'd already heard of them before, but like I finally saw them. I saw them in the syllabus for this. Also, I didn't notice that was you, Riley, that was saying that. So yeah, hi Riley. This, yeah, this is actually insane how complicated this world is, man. You never studied Quaternions? Oh, okay. But yeah, I literally, I think it was Wednesday that I saw it in my syllabus for vector and function spaces. It was like, yeah, you have complex numbers, right? Which are a field. But you also have quaternions, which are defined by these relations. And then that's also a field. Yay. But it's like, there's some weird stuff with it. Like, it's not fully... Like, because it's also not a no, it's not commutative. So actually it's not a field, is it? I don't know, I don't remember. I'm actually glad you're enjoying this game. Oh yeah, I definitely am, but it's just really complicated, man. Wow, okay, brown keys. So yeah, we want to use those here, I guess, to make these doors. Different colors. Wait, this one is literally unopenable, right? Because it's negative, it's 4i, but negative. Oh wait, but what if you make it brown, and then get a negative amount of imaginary keys, but only imaginary keys, so the real part is still positive. Then you can open it. Oh god. It gets really unhinged. You did warn me about that. I might just open this one with a master key, but we'll see that. We'll see about that later. Anyway, so what is even the goal here? So we want to get to 0. And since we have these sign flips, we're just gonna wanna, yeah, use them on these. Or yeah, I'm just looking at the absolute value of these now. So okay, we've got 32, 16, 8. We probably want to get that, yeah. What does that amount to? Or actually, maybe we don't want to get all of those because I'm gonna get out the calculator app again. Oh yeah, also that's 8i. I completely did not notice that. So yeah, wait, 32 and 16 is 48, but just so you know, it's 48. Wow, Then we have 2 more, 3 more, 4 more. That gets you to 52, which is not 55. So that means we're gonna have to double one of these up. Now, if we double it up with an imaginary key amount, does that mean... So I didn't really... Wait, I didn't really grasp what this was. So yeah, if you double it up with an imaginary key amount, the door type actually changes. So it multiplies the door type by I. So if I do it on this one, you saw it became a positive imaginary one door. Then if I use it here, this is -4i. So it's going to be -4i times I. Now I times I is -1. -1 times -1 is +1. So it's going to become a +4 door, I think. I love math. Ah, this is so nice, man. Okay. So, we want to use that to our advantage, because I should probably just add this number as well. Oh, you can't even see the calculator. Wait. There we go. Also, calculator is covering chat. You know what? Let's just not show it then. You multiplied an all door by I, which made another all door. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because it doesn't actually change anything about that. Yeah. Okay. That's good to know, actually. All doors are just chill like that. They always do the same. So... Yeah, so we have 52 that we can get maximum if we just take the real numbered ones. But then we still need 3 more, and we can't double anything up because we don't have negative real keys. So what we need to do is make some of these imaginary ones also have a real part to them. So like this 4, for example. So in that case... You wanna do that, yeah. Alright, let's just try something. So let's try this. Actually, wait, it's not... Oh yeah, all of these are multiples of 4, actually. I should also be paying attention to that. Because 55 is 3 more than a multiple of 4. So I want to get this 2 for sure, and then one of these 2. Alright, so that's already a deduction I can make. So 52 equals, or wait, 52 mod 4 equals 3. So get the 2 bran, or definitely get the 2 bran and one of the 1 pink box. All right. I'm gonna make that a different color because that is horrible. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yep. Okay, so like for example this, and then maybe this one is just... Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna open, for the sake of testing, we're just gonna open this one. Okay, -32. So yeah, probably want to slide and flip it. Then get that. Then I want to get this 4i sorted, which I told you about this earlier. If I do this and then make this a negative amount, but now this is also negative, so that's not going to work actually. How can I make one part of it different? Or I guess I could open the... Wait. No, wait, if I go to this view... It's still this. And it still does not actually open the lock. I still need -4i for this. Okay, well, I can open this, that's for sure. You'll be going now? Alright. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna just destroy my brain with this, but yeah. I'll be fine, don't worry. So yeah, okay. I mean, I'm gonna have to find a way to open this without using this, right? Or... Because the thing is, I can only open one door with a real master key. And the real master keys are the only ones that really matter for, like, opening doors. Because if I use an imaginary master key, and especially, like, if it's, yeah, if it's negative... Actually, yeah, if it was positive, it would still open it, probably, but... If it's negative, it just adds one to the stuff that I need to open, which isn't useful. So yeah, I wanna be able to use the real one on one of these, but... And then the question is, which one? Because I can only open one of these two. We already know that. Maybe this is just a red herring and we don't actually need to go here. That would also be a plausible explanation. Also, yeah, 28. I never actually had a look, but 28 is normally just 4 times 7. I mean, I don't actually need to calculate that, I just know that. So yeah, that's just a multiple of 4. So we don't actually need to bother with, like, the one... Like, with this, this, and this, for those ones. So we don't need to make those imaginary, which is good. So I think we might just be able to skip using this. And then we have 4i, negative 8i, which I'm still not sure on how to open that, but we'll see. So 12. And then I guess we can make this one positive, and then it works. Hopefully. So, yeah. Then I'm just gonna try using a master key on this one, because it's annoying. And then we use that there. I'm gonna go here and use this. And then I also need to make one of the real ones. Wait, what? That was this one, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, no, I got it. You want to use this one like this and then open it, but then you also... Wait, what? Yeah, no, you want to open it like this, but then you also want to open it like this. So basically what I did there is I doubled the negative 4i, so I multiplied it by negative I, which made it plus 4. I opened the plus 4, and then I still had the negative 4i left, which I opened with a real master key. That might have been wasteful, but I think that might have been... Like, that also felt kinda ingenious in a way. So, you know, I'm feeling good about my chances of that actually being correct. We'll see. I think I need to sign flip now. So we do this, we do that. Then let's sign flip this and open that. Okay, yeah, we're getting there. Now I need to get the two... Oh, yeah, it's gonna work out. Yeah, because now I get this. I get rid of my brown keys. I sign flip this, but this does not remove the effect from this, so I can actually just open it. Damn, man! Oh, okay. I feel like 200 IQ right now, but That probably wasn't that hard of a puzzle, all things considered. Wow, okay. Jesus, man. That's already 9 levels in this world done, you know, including last time. But yeah, I've only been going for just over an hour and I've done 5 levels this stream. Anyway, this is an extra level. Then I think these 2 are still normal levels. Yeah. Let's do this one. Conversion. Oh god. We're getting pretty close to the end. Yeah, we are. You've kept up with all the wild new ideas that imaginary keys and doors bring to the table, and nearly learned everything at this point. Now might be a good time to reflect back on all the good times you had in the early puzzles, and appreciate just how far you've come. That is a nice message. Yeah, we have come pretty far. The timer above this game says exactly how long I've been going for. And it's 33.5 hours. So yeah, that's a lot of time. This is probably the easiest world after like World 3. You know, it kind of, like... It's just like you have to grasp the concepts, but the actual puzzles aren't that hard. Like, I actually have to agree with you. Now, we still have 4 more levels, so, you know... I should be wary of making statements like that, but... yeah. Anyway. I might actually... I know I've only been going for an hour. I'm gonna quickly be right back. Because 1, I need to go to the bathroom, and 2, food just arrived. So I'm gonna be right back for like 10 minutes while I eat and go to the bathroom. Let's get back to this nonsense. So, yeah, we're getting pretty close to the end, but we're still not there, so let's continue. We have -1i of this. Then we get 3 plus 3i here. And what do we need to do here? So we want to open this blank white door. So that means we're gonna have to have 0 white keys. There's actually no way around it, I think. I mean, maybe there is if you... Could you do this? I mean, maybe you can on a different lock. I don't know, maybe you can open this with just the -1i, I'm not sure. I don't think you can. Nah, it's just gonna double it, so no. No, the answer is no. But... yeah, okay, so... that means we need 0 white keys, 0 pure keys, 0 master keys, and also once we get to this part, we fall down, I don't think you can get back up. So once you fall past this, there's no going back, and then we need -15 plus... sorry, still wrong. -15 minus 7i. Exactly. Because there's a blank door. So yeah, how do we get to that? Well... let me check what the name of the level was again, because sometimes it's a hint. Conversion. So we probably want to convert from one key type to another. That's the first thing I'm thinking of. So let's see. So we have the white keys, which we can use to open stuff. We have the star white key as well, which I assume just puts the entire count fixed in place. So like also this. Yeah. Okay. So that means also... actually, if I do this and then grab this, yeah, it's not gonna give me 20. But as you can see, we want to open all 3 of these, so we probably don't want to get that until the very end. Actually, yeah, do we even want to get the star key at all? Is the question. I guess maybe if you want to make a lock, like if you want to use a -1i master key on one of the white locks, but I'm not sure about that. Anyway, so this is Blast Black. Yeah, okay, so it's gonna take whatever real part we have of the white keys. So let's say I get these 20 white keys. Actually, I'm gonna take away the 5 first. So I just have this left. Then I can get this, use this. And I don't actually see the issue with that. Also, yeah, you can just go... Let me just check something. You can go under this, right? Without getting it? Yeah. So... I really don't see the issue with the stage. Honestly. Maybe there's gonna be some weird trick that they pull. But... I think the solution is just gonna be... You do that. You do... this. Oh, that's an exact key. Ah, you got me good, game. That's an exact key, which means it takes away the 15 as well. It just gives me 7i. Which means I need to do this first. Cool. Okay. But actually that doesn't really matter because we can just still do this. It really does not affect anything. I lied, it does affect something. We can't open this now. Okay. Right. That is a problem. Well, what if I double this one up? Ah, okay. Now I don't need to go over there. By the way, is the stream actually working? Oh, okay. So now I can just do this, but here. And then get that, and then get -7i. Which I messed up, by the way. Wait. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that, my bad. Then, yeah. Then we get this up top. Then we get this. Now we have the necessary amount. And now I think I can just open everything else. And I think we've already beaten this stage. That was the easiest stage ever, man. I mean, what was the star key even doing there? I have no idea. That star key was just not needed for anything. It was just there as a distraction. And a poorly placed one at that. That was not well placed. Let's end the numbered puzzles on a simple note. I'm sure you're anxious to see what could possibly come after this, right? Well, let's save that for when we get there. I'll just say that there's some extra special things in store for you. We're not quite done with keys and doors just yet. It's gonna be keys, doors, and a third thing. Like hinges. Maybe hinges. Maybe we collect hinges. So that the game isn't as unhinged anymore. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just eating raw potatoes. No, not raw potatoes. I'm just eating potatoes with my hands. That's what I meant to say. Anyway, so... yeah, there's no way we can get through that, so we just have to take that. And then we have this. So we need to get to 0 purple keys, but in different ways. Which means I've already messed up, actually, because... bam, 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 and actually I could just go over here. It's like... Yeah, okay, that's what you're supposed to do. Good. Ah, I see what the game plan is here. So basically you want to get the right type of master key to make this 6i. So how do I make that 6i? Well, I need to multiply it by 1i. Right? So let's just get this then. And that should fix it. So, bam. That was not... wait. Oh, but it's negative 6i now. Why is it negative 6i? Oh, yeah. Makes sense. Because when you use a master key on something, the number of times that you need to open it goes down by 1. Like if I use -1 on this, the number of times I need to open it goes up by 1. So it's the opposite of what you normally expect. So like with this, the number of times that I need to open it goes down by 1, which means it was already 1, so it goes to 0, so the door is open. That's not what we want. So I guess we want -1i then. And that's gonna make the door positive 6i, I think. Yeah. Exactly. Cool. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. Now we just need to do that again, but for -6. Which I think is just... Okay, this one's tricky. But I think it's -1 and then 1 after. Right? So like you make this is 6i. But then you also do this. Which is gonna affect both of these, I think. Oh, it's just -6 now. That sucks. That's not what I wanted. So how do I make -6 out of this? How do I turn 6 into -6? Well, if you multiply by I twice, that works. So I guess I could use either these two, or actually, yeah, I don't have 2 of these, so that doesn't work. Okay. I'm not entirely sure on how this works exactly, but yeah, okay, so this is -6i now, which is not what I want. Oh wait, yeah, so that... I have -2i, so yeah, that's gonna make it positive 1i again, which is not what I want. So yeah, I actually want to use the positive 1i to make this happen, right? No, I want to use the -1... Bro. Okay, wait, what? I am so confused right now. Oh yeah, you don't even want to get that. Okay, yeah, that's the thing. You don't want to get that at all. And then you use that. And then you go here, get the -6. And then you use it again. But it's still not gonna make it negative, right? Yeah, no. How do I make the door negative? I don't get it, man. Do I use -1 on it? No. That's not how it works. Oh, that way, that's genius. Oh my god, that is a holy. Okay, revelation. You can skip 0. So, you know how I said? So yeah, if you do this, okay, then it's like 2 times, right? And then if you do this, it's 1 times. And then if you open it, it's 0 times. But it has to be 0 in the real and the imaginary part. So what if I instead now do this and then I open it? Then it's times 1i, which is not 0. So now I can bypass 0 in a way. Alright. So what that means is that I can use a master key on this. And it doesn't work because I wasn't in the correct field. And now it's -1 plus 1i because we skipped 0 and now it's -6. Jesus Christ, man. I love this. This is the stuff that I was born for. This is the reason why my mom gave birth to me, man. This is it. This is peak. Like, what is this, man? This is so good. I also messed it up, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, because we need 6i. So... Or did I mess it up? Yeah, no, it was negative. Let me just... wait. Let's just start from the start and just redo everything, so... Okay, yeah, cool, we get that. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. So... I get this, I get this. So we want to get rid of the 6i, so... yeah, that's gonna do it. But I also now want to get rid of that. And now also make that negative. So yeah, this is still positive, so bam. There we go. Now I could open this, but then the lock is gone, so we still want to do some more stuff with it. If I use a -1 on this, it's gonna go to 0, which I don't want. But if I use this, then it's not gonna go to 0 quite yet. We want to use -6i. This is 6i. But then this is 0 again, so yeah, no, it doesn't work. So actually, I don't want to use that one. Oh yeah, I don't want to get that one at all. Okay. There we go, -6i. I go back to the normal one. This is now 1. I messed up. Wait. There we go. Okay, cool. Yep, we get the -6i. We go into the imaginary view, we get the -6i, and we get out of here. Insane. That was such a cool... it's literally underflow. It's actually not literally underflow. No, it is. Yeah, because you go from 1 to 0 to -1 on the real part. So yeah, no, it is just literally underflow because you go to -1. So yeah, if you're not familiar with what underflow is, it's like... I mean, I only have like a vague understanding of it. It's not like I'm doing computer science or anything. But basically, if you have like an 8-bit binary number, if you say you have like... Or actually, I can just showcase it with like... let's say you can only store numbers up to 100. Or actually, no, you can only store 2-digit numbers. So, we can store 0, 1. Oh yeah, no, I read it, don't worry. Yeah, it's actually insane, man, the eureka moment that I had there. So yeah, let's say we start at 05, and then we go down 04, 03, 02, 01, 0. But then we want to decrement the number beyond 0, 0. Now, what tends to happen with computers is that they just go back to the maximum value. So they go to 0, 0, and then they go to 99. So you can basically imagine that it was 100, and then it goes to 99. But again, I don't really have a good understanding of it. I think overflow is a bit easier to realize. Like, let's say you're at 98, you go to 99, you want to go to 100, but you can only store 2-digit numbers. So then it actually just goes to 0, 0. So the computer can't store the one that I put behind brackets there, in between brackets. Now, of course, it's in base 2, not base 10, but I just for the sake of like showcasing it, I think it's easier to think of it in just normal numbers. Normally it would be, you know, stuff like this. But yeah. Anyway, return of operators. I don't know which level was operators, but it was something mathematical, so yeah. Alright, that looks complicated. And very colorful. I hear that long ago, towers such as this were built to worship the divine knowledge passed down by the gods. I bet that was probably a pretty cool time. Why am I bringing it up? Well, I have absolutely no idea what to say about this puzzle. Well, I said it was colorful. I can't... You know, I also can't say anything else right now. Anyway. This looks incredibly complicated, but maybe it'll not be that bad. Who knows? It's operators, so like they should be doing something meaningful, right? But like I don't see what the... Like there's no repeating structure in it, right? Let's see. So this takes... Ah, okay. Ah, alright. This is useless. This part is useless. Yeah. Okay. So basically all of these doors have an all door after them. So any change to the pink keys that happens is just immediately nullified. So the only thing that really matters about these doors is that they ask for a certain sign. So this needs to be positive. It needs to be positive white and negative red. Positive green, still negative red. Positive blue, still negative red. So that means since we're getting a sign flip here, we want to have positive red. So do we just do that? Okay, sure. Then we want to have positive white, positive green, positive blue, and then green gets sign flipped. And then blue gets sign flipped. So actually, yeah, we just want to have positive of everything. So I think it's just that. Ah, I see. Okay. So this contraption basically allows you to get any number of white, red, blue, and green. So let's illustrate that. So let's say I like double this lock up immensely because like it's stored. I can do whatever I want with this master key. Yeah, that's probably enough. That's more than enough, actually. So yeah, then, like, let's say I want to get 6 white keys. Bam, I get that. I want to get 5 red keys. Okay, I can do that. And then I want to get 3 green keys, for example. Bam, I do that. And then 2 blue keys. So you can just get any number from 0 to 6. Well, 0 is not going to work, because I need some number of keys to open these bottom ones. So it's going to be some number between 1 and 6 for each of these key types. So, you know what? Maybe this is the one that works. Let's just try it. It's probably not going to be, because I just chose them randomly. And also in descending order. So yeah, not that random. Anyway, so that was -1i, which we're going to need for some of these. So yeah, I guess that's just a way to check that it's actually working. Ah yeah, it also gives you pink keys. Yeah, so, okay. We sign flip the red. And then this is all just useless, actually. And we sign flip the green. This is all just useless. And we sign flip that. Okay, now everything is sign flipped and we're back to positive. So this is where the puzzle actually starts. This is where it's not guaranteed that I'm gonna get through this. So we get 30 of these. Now this is gonna take away all of our white. So we're gonna have 24. And then it's gonna give us +1 eye. So it's gonna be 24 +1 eye, which... that should be a bit wider. You should just make this box like go a bit further. That's not nice to look at, but whatever. I'll forgive it. It's fine. Okay, then we need... okay, then it's gonna give us -1 cyan? -1 eye cyan, I'm sorry. Then it's gonna take away the the +1 eye pink. And we need to have 0 pink. Ah, okay, that's a problem. Because I don't have that. So we need to have 0 pink here. Which means this is a test for what our white keys are. Ah, this is a test for what the green keys are. Now I see the repeating structure of this. Okay. It's actually the same test each time. Which means, can't we just beat it with the same method each time? Like, isn't it going to be the same amount of keys for each one of these? I think so. Yeah, because, okay, we get 30, and then bam. Bam, bam. But yeah, no, wait, that's the number of white keys. And that needs to go, that needs to be 60. How do I get 60 white keys? Doesn't work, right? So I get 30, 24 +1 eye, -1 eye on this, 24, and then need to get back to 0. How do I get back to 0? Do I need to have... oh, do I need to double these up as well? Ah, yeah, I can double these up too. Right. Okay, so I can actually make any number. I lied. You can make any number, not just from 1 to 6. You can make any number. Alright, so that means all of these are going to be at least 30. Right? Yeah. They're all of them are... actually, all of them are going to be exactly 30. No, that's not true. The numbers are in fact larging. Larging, that's insane. But yeah, hi, developer of the video game. This world is actually insane. I was doing Underflow just before this, and like the eureka moment I had there was insane. I loved it. Remember to stay hydrated, by the way. I have like 3 bottles of water here. This is the 4th one. I have way too much water here. I might get overhydration. Alright, so... yeah, so this is gonna give us some number of negatives. Wait, don't we just get 30 of everything? Like, I'm pretty sure we just get 30 of everything. Right? Maybe I'm misreading this puzzle, but... oh, wait. Yeah, no, I'm totally... no, wait, I'm not misreading the puzzle. Wait. I'm actually not sure if that's... okay, well, we'll just see. I'll just make this one double. Oh wait, I only got 24. There, alright. Okay, now I have 30 of everything. Then I just go down here. Oh, wait. Wait, why didn't it change anything? Oh, because it's... the difference is the same. Ah, okay, so they have to be distinct numbers. That's what this is testing. Hiya, Sigma144. Yeah, I am in fact streaming this game. Yeah, I don't think many people do stream this game, so, yeah. Welcome to the stream. I see your profile picture is just the capital letter Sigma. You'll love to see it. So yeah, this first part is just a test of are the numbers equal or not. And that's why it's like laid out in this way. Like it's saying is white equal to red? Is green equal to red? Is blue equal to red? No. Okay, is white equal to green? No. Is blue equal to green? Is white equal to blue? That's all of the options. So that's why it's testing that. So we want to have 4 numbers that are unequal, and they can be anything, as long as we can get through this door, which means it needs to be at least 30. Yeah. And then I have no idea what we do with these. Do we? What if I get like... Okay, let's just try... You're lucky to catch like 1 playthrough every few months. Yeah. I mean, this game should get like more recognition. It's really good. But it's also, it's hard. So like, I don't blame people. But yeah. I'm just gonna make this like 10. There we go. Okay, and now let's make white be like 30. And then this I'm gonna make it 31. But I'm first just gonna get these. Then same for this. Okay. So yeah, I want to get 31, 30, 31, 32, 32, Jesus Christ. Then 33, so actually I want to get 33 first. Oh, bro, did you undo all of those steps? You did not have to do that, game. You've been trying to make new lockpick puzzles? Oh, you actually make puzzles in this. Whoa. Yeah, my brain is already struggling to comprehend some of these. Like this one, I think it's not going to be that bad once I actually know what's going on. But yeah, some of these puzzles are really insane, so the fact that you're making them is actually really impressive. If you could fix your sleep schedule. One thing I did to fix it is, well, I didn't do anything. I'm back in university now, so I'm kind of forced to wake up at 7:30 in the morning because lessons start at 8:30. And yeah, at the weekend I do tend to sleep a bit longer, but yeah. Okay, so okay, so now all of the numbers are different. That's good. Let's just see what happens. I actually have no idea. So yeah, it's gonna do all of these tests. Okay, they're all different numbers. Cool. Then -1i. Bam. Takes away that. Good. Bam. -1. That's a problem. Yeah, and then we're screwed. So, how do all the numbers have to be equal to? No, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, wait. I forgot I had the -1. I can just double this and then use it again, which means I now have -30, which, you know, is not what I want. But that means that actually this is just... Okay, so let me actually write down my thoughts now. So... Yeah, let's just do an round. So... Let's just say X is white, Y is red. Actually, I'm just gonna make it W equals white, R equals red, G equals green, and B equals blue. Alright. I don't know if I'm actually gonna need that, but if I do need to solve a system of equations, it's there. Then we want to have it so that if we open this door n number of times, it gets rid of all of these 30. So that means it needs to be some multiple of... Oh yeah, okay, so it needs to be... The number needs to either be 30, 15... What other numbers? Wait, 30 is... Let me just say that, so... 30 is 2 times 3 times 5. So the number... So possible numbers are 1, 2, 3. Not 4, in fact. 5. We can also make 6 from 2 times 3. We can make 10 from 2 times 5. We can make 15 from 3 times 5, and we can make 30. So those are the possibilities, and everything else doesn't work, because we need to open this door n number of times. N is just any number, because we can use this master key as much as we want. So, yeah. Anyway, let me read chat for a sec. Game doesn't have an editor, but fan-made editors exist. Of course they do. Puzzle design is uniquely challenging because of how basic the mechanics are. Yeah. Like, you really have to get down to the core of what a puzzle is with this game. Because, like, it is just about opening locks, but it's about the way you do it. Like, even for, like, some of... Like, even these complex numbers, like, the mechanics are, like, kind of complicated. But once you get your head around them... Like, it's really hard to design a puzzle around that. And, like, Underflow was a really good example of a good puzzle like that. Like, it was super simple. And, like, you would think, like, oh, either, like, oh, this is easy, or, oh, this is impossible. But, like, it's the way that you go from impossible to, oh, of course it's possible. That's such a Eureka moment. Your house is too quiet in the mornings. Yeah, fair enough. I guess, yeah, you can always plan something that you just need to get up for in the morning. Like, you need to go to, I don't know, the gym with your friends, or like you need to go do some group activity in the morning. That's something that helps, because then you have to get up early, and then you'll probably fix your sleep schedule as well. Like, if there's no extrinsic motivation for me, I just don't do it. Which... That's only for sleeping for some reason. So yeah. There's like also a video by a Healthy Gamer GG about sleep schedules, but like some of the points in it are pretty good, but then he also ends with like, oh, you need to wake up at 4 AM, which is like, no, you don't. For some people, it's actually really unhealthy to do that. So yeah, but all of the other tips in the video are really good. So that one's also maybe worth watching. You're planning a fan sequel? Remaking the undo system? Yeah. I mean, how are you gonna remake it? Like, just the same as in this? Or like, do you mean... Like, do you mean the same as in this and you're trying to recreate it? Or you mean like, overhaul the system, like it's a different way of undoing? I don't know what a different way of undoing would be, but, you know. Anyway, so... Okay, we've already established what the possible numbers are. So these are the possible numbers. Now, we need to find a way to get the 15. Ah, yeah, okay. So what this is going to do is the number of times that I open this is going to determine what I get. So I need to open it in total 15 times. So that means, for example, if I get 1, I'm going to open this 30 times, which is way too many. So I need to find some number of this that gets me to... Okay, so yeah. Then if we... 30 divided by these numbers is... Well, it's actually the same. It's 30, 15, and so on. It's the same, but backwards. Alright, so then we just have to make 15 with these options with 4 numbers. So that's the problem. So, problem. So W, oh yeah. W plus red plus green plus blue needs to equal 15. Where we use 4 distinct numbers. So we can't use 15 or 30. So we have to use some of these. So like I could use 10, 3, 2, but that doesn't work. I could use 6, 5, 3, that's 11 and 14, and then 1. 6, 5, 3, 1. Alright. I think that's it. I think it's 6531. Oh shoot, I messed up. Okay. Let's just see if it works. Yeah, it's like locks are so ubiquitous in video games. Oh, I messed up. Wait. Oh yeah, no, but this is what I need to do. Right. I'm somehow still messed up. Bro, this is literally just opening a lock now. It's not that hard. This is white, so I need to do it 5 times. Okay, so... There we go. Okay, cool. And now we do this. And now I have to do it 6 times. I'm gonna read the rest of chat in just a bit. I just want to focus on solving the puzzle now. Because if I mess up, I have to do this all again. It's not 6531. Wait. Oh, I messed up. Yeah, you know why it's not 6531? It is. But those are the ones, these green ones, where it's 30 divided by the number. So actually, okay, so that means solution. So it's 6531. But then I still need to convert it to back to red. So I'm just gonna make this one green. So like this is the same okay, I'm just yapping. You're just gonna have to trust me on this. Then 30 divided by these numbers is so 5, 6, and then 3 is gonna give us 10, and 1 is gonna give us 30. So we actually want to get these numbers. 5, 6, then 10, 30. Okay, now I'm gonna actually read chat. The main mechanic is already in so many other games, does so much new anyway. Yeah, that I already replied to that. Blank locks existing is probably like the source of half of the complexity. Yeah, true. Like blank locks just indicate like you need to do something exactly. And if you didn't have that, like this puzzle will be trivial. You would just go through all the locks. you would just get like negative 100i and you would still be able to go to the end. So the fact that you have to get exactly negative 15i is interesting. Also, I just realized, and actually this is, yeah, it's forcing us to do something here, which is because there's an unstore master key here, this one we only are able to open once. So this one has to be 30. So blue has to be 30. Blue has to be 30. And I think the other ones don't actually matter. So let's restart one more time and let's input it. Undos are designed to store specific. Please. 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 It's not dropping. Let's go. I think it's working. The praying helped. Oh, okay. We're good, I think. Sorry for the emote only, by the way. But yeah, I haven't dropped a single frame. So we are good. We can just continue. Ah, okay. I'm glad because I was kind of cooking. Alright, so 5, 6, 10, 30, and we want to use blue as 30. Alright. Then let's just make this 10, I guess. So like that. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, so we have to use this 6 times. Okay. Cool. We use this 5 times. Oh, whoops. We use this 3 times. And then we use that once. So we just go through that one. And I think we win! Yay! Frames are dropping a bit. Oh yeah. I dropped like 5,000 frames, but now I'm already not dropping anymore. I think I'm just gonna have a couple of unstable events for like a little bit, and then it's gonna be good again, and then, yeah. I just really want to finish this and see what World 12 is. That's what I still want to definitely do this stream. And, yeah. Alright, Road to Zero. Alright, this one looks pretty simple. Famous last words. Yeah, at a first glance, this puzzle seems simple. But I assure you, it's quite complex, haha. Just a little joke on my part. The humor comes... You don't have to explain the joke. This is really autistic behavior. I mean, I do it too, don't worry. The fact that there are complex numbers, you see? So when I called the puzzle complex, that was actually in reference to the presence of complex numbers. I hope you enjoyed the joke. I did, but like, don't explain the joke. That's like... #1 rule of being... I don't know. Funny, I guess. I mean, I love explaining the joke to an absurd level of detail. That's like also funny, you know? Because you don't expect to explain the joke. Like, you don't expect someone to explain the joke that much. So like, if you over-explain a joke, then it's funny. This is literally what I'm doing right now. I'm explaining the joke that I just made that wasn't that funny. You know, it's all meta. I'm pretty sure the one who wrote these blurbs is autistic anyway. Yeah. Actually, not related to anything, but I was just wondering, like, what do you, like, do for a living? Like, do you like mathematics or like physics or anything like that? Because like you definitely seem to have like, you definitely seem to have like a good sense of like, yeah, just logic, puzzles, and all that thing. So like, yeah. I was just wondering about that. And also, yeah, you need a lot of creativity with that. You live at home with your parents and make no income, you just develop games and make art for passion? Well, that's cool. Yeah, that's fine. I think you could definitely do stuff with this. Like, you could have charged money for this. I've told people this before. But, like, you didn't, and I really appreciate that. Alright, so we need some number of positive. And also we need to get to 0. And also... We've got this nonsense. You know, with the imaginary view. Oh, God. Wait, in the imaginary view, it looks like that. Okay, so this is... You could not have charged money for this legally? Ah, okay. Ah, yeah, because... Yeah, you used music from commercial games. Makes sense. Yeah. But still, I mean, it's a really good game, though. Alright, so this, I could open this. Yeah. So what this did is it made a -1i copy of this. So this became a negative plus door. This became a positive real door for some reason, which I'm not quite... Oh yeah, because it's I. So then it's times -1i, so it's +1. So that's why it's positive. Okay. So if I now were to, let's just say I, hypothetically, you know, I do this. It's like I to the third, you know? So it's -i. And then I use that on this. That means that this is now +i. So this is positive I, positive plus. This is I times I, so it's -1. Okay. You don't want to lock anyone out from playing them by needing money? Ah, that's, you know, that's fair. That is a good reason. Also, locking anyone out from needing them? Yeah, no, bad joke. Alright, so what do I actually do here? So, we want to have 0 master keys by the end of this. Yeah. Oh yeah, we also have this, which I haven't really looked at that much. Oh yeah, okay, so if we multiply this by I, what happens? So we rotate it by 90 degrees. So this gives us 6 plus 5i. Let me just think about why that happens. So you multiply the 6, you multiply the I, so the imaginary part, you multiply that by I. So you have I times I is -1, and then times negative, so it's positive. So that's why it's +6. And this 5 is just multiplied by I, so that's 5 plus 6i. Sorry, 6 plus 5i. So it changes the sign of the imaginary part, and it swaps the numbers. Changes the sign of the imaginary part, swaps the numbers. So now it should be -5 plus 6i. Yeah. Okay. So basically, if I do this twice, yeah, it just sign flips the number entirely. We are in fact back. That is a good observation. Now, let's say I do this. Okay, and then I open this. Okay, it's always going to remain at 5 minus 6i. So I think what I want to do, I think the goal of this puzzle is that I somehow get to 0 on all of this, but the problem is also that I need to use 99 of these. Because I need to use exactly 99 because I can't open this. Because there's this master thing around it. So, yeah, that's interesting. Okay. So 99 operations I need to do, basically. And actually, yeah, no, I need to do 100 operations because this door is also counts for 1. I mean, I could also just cancel out master keys if I really need to. Yeah. No, I could definitely do that. That would actually, yeah, no. Okay, so I just have infinite master keys, basically. Yeah, like, I don't think I need to worry about this specific number, really. I mean, I don't have infinite money, but like, yeah, whatever. Also, welcome back, Sigma. I forgot to say that. So 58 minus 33i. So I think we would just want to make 58 out of some multiple of 5 and 6 and something like that. Is this going to be like a system of equations that I solve by any chance? Okay, but like, yeah, because what are the options? Like I already said, so yeah, you have the option where both of them go down. You have the option where if you get this, then you can have this one go down and this one, okay, yeah. Okay, so maybe I should write down what the operations are. So you can either do minus the real part, minus the imaginary. I can't speak today. So 4 options. So 1, minus real, minus imaginary. The second option I already forgot, so I'm just gonna write that on the next line. Yeah, okay, so this is negative imaginary, positive real. No, wait, sorry. Plus imaginary, minus real. Plus imaginary, minus real. Then it's probably gonna be plus real, plus imaginary, I imagine. Actually, yeah, wait, I need to get this first. No, it was actually that. Okay, yeah. Then it's, minus imaginary plus real. Minus imaginary plus real. And then we have the option from underflow, which we still have here, which is minus plus both of them. So that's 4 plus imaginary plus real. I'm just gonna make this first one the opposite way around so that they're all the same. Okay, that's better to look at. So yeah, we have minus plus minus plus and here minus minus plus plus. Cool. What do we do with that? Well, 58. How do we make that with 5s and 6s? I think that's going to be the question mainly. So we can subtract 5, add 5, add 6, subtract 6. So let's think about that. If I just keep subtracting 6 from it, well, 33 also depends on it. That's the problem. Like, I can't do the operations independently of each other. I need to do both of them in a way that it both works. So like, yeah, if I add 6, then I also need to subtract or add 5. Can actually choose. Oh, this is a brain bender, man. I don't know how to think about this puzzle. Okay, so what if I subtract 6 here each time and then subtract 5 here each time? What happens? So this becomes 52. Bro, I can't calculate, man. Okay. This is why we have calculators. It's 44, by the way, but no, it's not 44. Okay, it's 46. Yeah, okay. This is why I'm gonna bring out the calculator, so I don't make mistakes like that one. Okay, so 58 minus 6, minus 6, minus 6, minus 6, minus 6, minus 6. I think that's already too many minus 6s. But okay, we're at 22 then. Which is, yeah, 58 minus 22. Okay, so I did it that many times. Okay. So then 33. So I did it 6 times. So yeah, that's going to give me 3. So that means I'm going to have 22 and 3 if I just keep doing the operation where I take away 6 here and take away 5 here. Or I guess add 5 here. So, by the way, how do I get to that number? That's not it, is it? No, it needs to be minus 6 and then... But can I even have minus 6? Minus 6, minus 5i. No, I can't even have that. Okay, that's not even an option that it gives to me. Yeah, so I only have... Plus... Wait. So I only have minus 5 plus 6. Minus 6 minus 5. Plus 5 minus 6. Minus 6... No, wait. Plus 6 plus 5. And then the same again. Okay, so those are my options. Alright. Cool. I guess I can write those down as well. I think those are more relevant actually than these 4 options. So yeah. We can either... So 4 options. So we can either do minus 5 real plus 6 imaginary. We can also do... What was the other one? 6 plus 5i, so we can do minus 6 real, minus 5 imaginary. We can do minus 5 real. Oh wait, sorry, plus 5 real. Minus 6 imaginary. I'm probably overlooking something really simple here. Because like, this looks like a lot of things to keep track of. Wait. Oh yeah, this is the sign flip of this, so this is going to be the sign flip of this as well. Plus 6 real, plus 5 imaginary. Okay. So those are those 4 options. Now, actually, isn't that just every possibility? Oh yeah, no, wait. So what I can either do is I can add or subtract 5 from the real, but then it's going to do the opposite for imaginary. Or I can add or subtract 6 from the real, but then it's going to do the same with the imaginary. So that's always going to be that. Okay. Still doesn't help me a lot. But yeah, I already said that you can get to 22 and then -3. So let's see if we can use these operations to get to 0 with that. So 22 and -3. So if I just do that one more time, then I'll get to +2 on this, and I'll get to 22 minus 6. Sorry, 16. Okay, so then we have 16 and 2. Alright, 16 and 2. So that's positive. So now I need to finagle the numbers a bit so that it works out. Oh, actually, if you look at what these numbers are, mod 5 and mod 6, that's actually the solution, isn't it? Yeah, because if you do one of these operations, it changes how much the number is mod 5 or mod 6. So I think we need to be looking at that. Problem is you need to do it for both of them at the same time. Ugh. Okay, yeah, well, both of them are 3 mod 5. Cool, I guess. And on mod 6, it's... I guess I could just compute it. That's 4, and this is 3 mod 6. I don't know, man. Okay, let's just work with the 16-2 that we had. Maybe we can just magically get to 0 from there. I don't know. So I can take 6 off that, and then I can get back to -3. So then I have 10, and then -3. So I can't write this down, but yeah, 10 and -3. Alright, actually. Oh, I messed up. No, wait, I totally messed up. Didn't I? Yeah. They need to be going on opposite directions for this to work. So... Oh, okay. Wait, so I can subtract 5 from this one a lot. I'm not making much sense anymore, I know. I'm just trying to figure this out, man. Okay, so if I do this 10 times, I get to 8. I can do it 11 times, in theory, and get the 3. But we'll see about that. And then in the meantime, this goes up by 6 each time. So if we do that, we can only do that... Oops. 33 minus this. Nope, still not correct. I should... Okay. This gives you to 3. So I did that operation 5 times there. So if I do this 5 times here, that gets me 33. So then I have 33 of these, and I have -3i of these. Okay. So then I want to get this down more, but then this needs to like go up, then also go back down. So I want to do one of these, but I also want to incorporate this in the meantime. I think these two might actually not be all that useful. Okay, so if I go from 58 to... Wait. Okay, so I was at 33 and then 3. Let's just work from that. Like, that's something I can work with at least. So I did this operation a couple of times. Let's just do this one. So then we have, okay, 33, and I do the operation, let's say, 5 times. Then I'm at 3. And then I do this here 5 times. So then I'm at negative 22. So then I have 3 and negative 22, which is not what I want, but whatever. I guess I'll fix it. I don't think this strategy is gonna work. Yeah, I'm gonna need to find a way to rigorously, like, do this. Like, actually prove something here. I noticed you praised strawberry jam. I ended up tapping out after the expert hard side. I'm honestly planning on doing the same. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle the Grandmaster lobby. But yeah, I'm currently like halfway through the expert lobby. But I'm still really enjoying it. It's just taking a lot of time. I'm also just really taking my time with it. Yeah. But it's fun. Alright, I think I want to look at what all of these operations do in terms of the mod. Because the mod is the thing that like, what the number is, mod 5 or mod 6, is really important. Because it needs to be 0 at the end for both of these. So... yeah, so this operation is... it's not going to change if it's a multiple of 5 or not. If it's a multiple of 5, it's still going to be a multiple of 5, the real part. But if it's a multiple of 6, it's going to change it. It's going to change it to be 1 mod 6, I think. Because yeah, 58 mod 6 is 4. If I do 58 minus 6, sorry, minus 5, because that's the operation. Okay, sorry. So 50, bro, okay. 53 mod 6 is, bro, what is happening? Okay, 53 mod 6 is 5. So it increased it by 1. So it increases the mod 6 by 1. So that means that I want to do these operations a certain number of times for each of these. So this one, I want to do... or this one, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Oh, actually, it does matter because this is plus 5. If I do 58 plus 5, and then that mod 6, it's different. Then it goes down by 1. Ooh, okay. Yeah, okay. So 58. No, wait. God. Okay, so the first operation, if we do it on a number that is, you know, a multiple of 6, it's going to do minus 5, it's going to be 1 mod 6. So it's going to add 1 to the modness of it. And then for this one, it's going to add 1 as well, actually. Yeah. Or why? Or because it's negative, maybe it's not like that? Wait. If I have negative 33, does that change anything? Plus 6. Mod 6. That's 3. And negative 33. Oops. Mod 6. Oh yeah, wait. I messed up. Needs to be mod 5. Okay, negative 33 mod 5 is 2. If I add 6 to it, do that mod 5, it's 3. So it goes up by 1 either way. Okay, that's good to know. So yeah, basically the first operation does... So 1 plus 1 mod 6 and plus 1 mod 5. So it should say real part. So real goes plus 1 mod 6. Imaginary goes plus 1 mod 5. Okay. If we do the second operation, minus 6 on the real part. Well, if you have 58 and you do it mod 5, you have 3. If you do 58 minus 6, you do that mod 5, you have 2. So it becomes 1 less. So real minus 1 mod 5. Imaginary plus... No, wait. Also minus... No, wait. I should just check it. So let's say I have negative 33. I do that mod 6. That's 3. And then I do negative 33, but I do it minus 5. And then I do that mod 6. That's 4. So it actually adds 1 to that. So it's negative 1 and then plus 1 here. Right? Yeah, I didn't mess that up, right? Wait, 27 mod... Wait, it's 2. Oh, I said plus 1 here. It's negative 1, isn't it? Yeah, because negative 20... Negative 27 mod 5. No, wait, but that's 3. What was negative... Oh, God. Negative 33 mod 5 was 2, so yeah, it does go up by 1. Okay. Then plus 5 real, plus 6 imaginary. So if I do 58 plus 5, do that mod 6, it's 3. 58 mod 6 was 4, so it goes minus 1. So 3 is real minus 1 mod 6. And I guess, yeah, it's just a sign flip of it. So my... Imaginary minus 1 mod 5. You gotta get ready for your own stream now. Hopefully I'll be able to stop by. Alright, well, I always stream on Saturdays at about this time. Usually I go live a bit earlier in the day, but hey, we're here now. So yeah. But I always post in the Discord when I go live. You can also watch the VODs afterwards. But yeah, I appreciate that you stopped by. Man, I can't speak anymore. Yeah, alright. But have fun with your stream. I'm gonna try to raid you after this. Actually, I'll just follow you right now so I can do that. I think I'm gonna end pretty soon anyway, because I'm not getting this one. And I want to just quickly see what World 12 is, so I can get a glimpse of that. Then we have 4. Okay, 4 is sign flip of this, so it's plus 1 mod 5, minus 1 mod 6. 4 plus 1 mod 5, minus 1 mod 6. And that's on the real and the imaginary part. So this is the real part, this is the imaginary part. I forgot to notate it sometimes. Okay, what do I do with that info? Well, we're starting from a number that's... So yeah, maybe let's write down where we're starting from. So start is... So 58 mod 5 is... 58 mod 5 is 3. So 58 mod 5 is 3. 58 mod 6 is 4. And then 33 mod 5 is 3, and then 33 mod 6 is also 3. Alright, so what does this mean? Good question. So what I want to do is I have these starting numbers and these need to be 0 because we need to get to 0 anyway. Like it needs to be all 0. So we want to get these to 0. And I don't think the actual numbers matter all that much. I think it's just mostly these modulos results. So what we can do is we can do an operation where we have these 4 possibilities for operations basically. So we can either make the real part +1 mod 6 and the imaginary part +1 mod 5, or we can do any of these other 3. Alright, so yeah. So I'm thinking like, yeah, the 5 and the 6 are kind of linked with each other, so maybe I can write it down like this. No, wait, I messed up. Yeah, like this. So these ones are linked to each other. Okay, so the operations are +1, +1 on this. So that's 5 and then 4. Then I can make it 0 and then 5. But I want to get these independent of each other because now they're not equal. So let's say I do -1 mod 5, -1 plus... wait, sorry, this one. But no, wait. Oh, wait, 58 mod 6. It's 4, yeah. 33 mod... Is 33 mod 6 really 3? Okay. You know, I think this whole thing that I did is just not useful. Like, I'm just realizing that it's actually just incredibly useless what I just did. Because I can't conclude anything with this. You know what? Let's just leave it be. I just want to see what World 12 is, man. I'm sorry for the whole build-up, but I can't come to a proper conclusion on that. I also still have this in World 9, which I still haven't figured it out. But I guess we'll do that another time. And we also still have stuff in World 10. Okay. We'll do that all next time. You know, we'll see. Anyway, you found the PDA. What is PDA? I'm just gonna look that up. PDA meaning... the first thing I see is PDA with autism. Pathological demand avoidance. I don't think it's that. Personal digital assistant. Public display of affection. Okay, I don't think it's any of those. Hold A to view your key counts at any time. You can even use it in free camera mode. Ah, okay, personal digital assistant. Do not be led astray, it stands for Personal Dursinal Arsenal. Personal Dursinal Arsenal, sorry. Okay, that's funny. Anyway. Am I dropping frames again? No, luckily. Okay, so why can I see my key counts at all times? Is that useful for anything? Do I need that for this next world? Anyway, Secret Expanse, the Great Beyond. There's more stuff? Chromatic Monolith. You get a new one every room. Oh, the heating effects of red keys. Oh, wow, that's actually insane that I got that joke. Door facts, the heating effects of red keys are for use in these puzzles only. Do not take one home and use it as a heating pad. Wow. Oh, it's the keypad version 1.0.0. Release candidate. Okay, let's just see what this is. It's probably going to be one of those immensely large stages. Yeah. What is this? This is nonsense. Okay, it looks beautiful at least. But yeah, this is gonna be another labyrinth type stage, so we're just not gonna do that one right now. Just wanna get a feel for what this is. You know, the way this area is laid out reminds me a lot of Lost Woods in Strawberry Jam, funnily enough. Okay, there's something up here. How do I get up here? Oh, you can just jump. I don't know why yeah. Part 2 tutorial. Let's lockpick. Part 2? What do you mean part 2? Okay. Anyway, door facts. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 mod 2 is 1, and that usually means the puzzle's gonna have blank doors. Oh my god. That's such a bad joke, man. Wait, why do I have 11 of those keys? What are those keys? What are these keys? Like, do you see that? What are these keys? Why are they not showing up here? Eh. What's this? I just have the— oh, those are the stone keys for like the worlds that I've completed. Right, makes sense. Oh yeah, and now I have one of these, so I can't actually go into this. Okay, I guess I actually do need to just do this level. Alright. I mean, what's the— oh, what is this? Down here. Okay, so we got one here. What did that do? The reason combo doors make the sound of a camera shutter is because they want to remember the occasion. Who wouldn't? Wow. What does this do? Huh? Door salvaged? Dude, you're kidding, man. Oh my god. This is Baba is you type stuff. You can go outside of the stage now. Beating the stage is not even important anymore. Holy. Yeah, beating the stage and salvaging a door is apparently a different thing now. What the actual— oh my god. So yeah, I have to salvage this door, I assume. Which means I need to— oh my god. I need to go around it. Okay. So yeah, now we have to solve a puzzle when we have to go around this white door. Okay. This is where the demo of the game used to end, where the fun truly begins. Bro, you're not telling me that this is like half of the— like, are we only halfway through the game right now? Or something? Okay, so what is this? So I need 3 blue. Well, I only have 3 blue here, so. Yeah, and then I need the 7 from this. Oh wait, but if I get this -1 white... oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Because I'm not going to be opening that other lock anyway. Yeah, no. But this is also painted. That's a problem. Oh, I need 6 to be able to open that. So yeah, okay, do that. And then do that. So I get the -6 from that. Okay. Now we're cooking. So now I can open this. Now I need to have 0 blue, which means I need to go over here. Yeah. Let's first open this. Get that. Oh wait, that's 8 over there. Do I want to get that first? I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh yeah, this is gonna be blast door material. Right, makes sense. Actually, yeah. Wait. Oh, okay. Well, let me first actually beat the stage. I think that's... Just so I don't get confused about what I have and have not done. Let's just first beat the stage. So that's just going over here. And then bam, we beat the stage, but it doesn't actually do anything, does it? And now we need to go back, do the same thing again, but slightly differently. Okay, so... Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Yep. Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, but we can use the blast door now. So yeah, we still have 1 master key left, so it's fine. Yeah, okay. So now I can salvage this door with a master key. And now bam! New lock acquired just right here. Bam. Chapter 1. Chapter 1, Autumn Woods. Welcome to the Great Beyond. From now on, other than solving a puzzle, you can also salvage a door to influence the surrounding area. No need to bust out the uppercase little sign, I already figured it out when it was something like that. The Great Beyond is split into 4 chapters. You access the next one by solving a meta puzzle in the hub. Yep. Okay. Additionally, when you first enter a puzzle, a copy of it opens up in a designated area, such as the one on the left here. Wait. A copy of it opens up in a designated area. I don't know what you mean. This is so you only need to solve a meta puzzle once to access the level it gatekeeps. Ah, that's handy actually. Yeah, that's the thing that was annoying about Beziu sometimes. Oh, that actually sounds pretty important. So... Ah, okay, so it's gonna show up on the left. Okay. What's this? You got the warp rod. Press W to quickly travel between worlds. You can only go to places you've visited before. Yeah, makes sense. How big is this thing? There's just this entire space down here. How many hubs are there? Gosh, damn. So yeah, like this is... I don't even know what this is. Oh, guest room. Okay. I mean, it's not like there's anything here. Okay, but then, yeah, so you have S, which is the labyrinth. Okay. Then you have the main hub, you have the 6 worlds here, you have the backside with the worlds, you have T, which is this place, and then you have T1, which is the Great Beyond, and then this space. Okay. If this is your first time here, know that some aspects of the Great Beyond aren't available to you yet. Your primary focus should be locating and entering the next chapter. The warp exists somewhere in this room, but where? Interesting. So not everything is accessible. Okay, so we probably need to go between worlds too. Jesus, man, what is that? Oh yeah, and then we also probably have to like salvage a 3 lock of this. Then the same there. Probably something similar here. Or yeah, we need to salvage a red key here. And the 4, I don't know what the 4 means. Does it mean like you get the salvages from level 4? I guess so. And then yeah, you get all of these Omega keys, which like Omega, insane. Where is the exit to this place though? I haven't even seen it. I mean, it could be any of these. Any of these could just be like a warp to somewhere else, right? Or maybe, yeah, if I get all of the Omega keys, I just teleport to the next part. Who knows? Yeah, I have -8 black keys. So yeah, I need to get a black lock at some point. So that's the last thing I opened, and then I get the glitch. You know? Oh my god. And you have the glitch star key here. Okay, let's just have a look at this stage. I'm not gonna beat it, we're just gonna have a look at it. And then I'm gonna end stream. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Okay, hello again. Let me grace you with my expository goodness once more. Those strange sigils with arrows are called salvage points. When you touch one, it collects the debris from the next door you open and sends it out to the rest of the wide world, so that you won't be always able to solve a puzzle if you use them. Yeah, that's what we noticed in the tutorial, like, you can't combine... Like, often it's either solve the puzzle or get the salvage. Okay, we have the all door here too. I guess, yeah, what do we even want to get from this puzzle? Okay, so yeah, 1. So yeah, we could get 100 cyan. We could get 3 green. We could get any amount of red. Okay. Oh yeah, it's gonna be this one. This one is gonna be the salvage. Oh, you can use backspace. Oh, I didn't know that. That's actually very handy to know. Wow. Only took me 35 hours to figure that one out. And it's just because you told me. Cool. So, salvage. I'm gonna do it in uppercase anyway. You can't tell me what to do. Anyway, my brain is fried, so I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Yeah. They somehow managed to improve upon complex numbers. And with they, I mean you. Yeah. I'm not even gonna... Yeah. I imagine Kina has something to say about this. Yeah, you know what? We'll end stream with that. Was it W? Yeah, okay. Main hub. What did you do? Right. You've certainly made quite the imposing puzzle, Kina. Tell me about it. I'm tempted to solve it, although I don't doubt for a second that it'll be really difficult. Follow your heart. In this case, you don't need to worry too much about if or when you'll solve that one. Oh? Solving that puzzle doesn't unlock anything new for you. I see. It's a nice place to relax at least. The scenery is beautiful. It is. Thanks, a bundle. Bundle. It's nice to have that for such a really large puzzle. I like being able to appreciate the piece of work I'm dealing with before I actually, you know, solve it. Thanks, a bundle too, double bundle. Sure. I don't know what else to say, so I guess that'll be it. Cool beans. Beans which are cool. Salvaging doors? Starting to think that I might still be nowhere near finished with this. Let's drop the pretense and just say that you are correct. Welcome to the second part of this engagement. Which is to say that everything I've done up until now was just the first part? More or less. Where's the third part? Looks like I've got my work cut out for me then. I'd hope it's more fun than it is work, but sure. The new salvage stuff is going to change things up a bit, so have fun. I think I already have some ideas of where it might be going. I'm excited. That's the spirit. Go knock him gently into a pleasant sleep. What? Yeah, that. So wondrous. This new world in the great beyond is so mesmerizing to be in. Being able to explore this more expansive world is really fun. Sounds like you're having a good time. Indeed, and puzzles affecting the world itself is a super neat idea. I'm telling you, man. It's true. There's a term for that nowadays. It's called a meta puzzle. I think I said that at some point. This is a one-shot reference, you know? This is a reference to the video I made about one-shot that came out after this game was made, but... You know... Don't worry about it. I see, it makes sense that there would be other experiences like this. I don't normally do puzzles, so that's new to me. Nice! Glad that this can be your first taste with the concept then. It's a real breath of fresh air to change up the format too. Still don't know what's up with the weird W keys, but... Omega keys. I told you, Omega. Oh, but yeah, I'm having a good time. Go frolic in the fields of Fakis and Fedor some more. You know, the finite fields. Quaternions. Complex numbers. Sure. You don't have time. You don't have to force that flitteration. Alliteration. Alliteration. Sorry. Alliteration. Right. Okay. That was amazing. Okay. Thanks, Ink, for telling me to check that. That was amazing. So... I am gonna find someone to raid now, but I don't think it's gonna take that long to find someone, because I'm just gonna raid Sigma, if they're still alive. Let's see. Sigma is indeed playing Baba Is You.